day 136, July the 28th, and this is the Deschutes River that runs through Bend in the old mill district. Both the animals and the people are happy. It's a hot day today, but the clouds are forming, likely to be thunderstorms this afternoon. Finishing up our last minute chores, cleaning, packing, and just sorting out the resupply boxes for Washington. But this is a wonderful little town.
Memory loss.
Take two. Good morning. It is day 137. It is July the 29th. We have enjoyed a 0 day in Bend, and with us is Richard, our Oregon Trail Angel, who has both picked us up from the trail and dropped us off again, of which we are greatly thankful. Bend was a great place. It's very Western style, but we were able to replace some worn items. Luckily for me, I've got everything new on except probably my shirt. New shoes are a bonus, and hopefully they'll work out really well. And we are currently at Santiam Pass, and it's going to be hot, so we have plenty of water on board, so we do have heavy packs for now.
This is my water. I don't think we get water until
10 miles
into the trail. But anyway, Richard and I share an interest of cycling, and I'm really impressed with Richard's challenge that he completed yesterday, which is what can you tell us about it?
1,000 miles. 1,000 miles for the month of July. First time I've ridden 1,000 miles. And I'm going to get a gold stem cap for my bicycle and a commemorative mug. And I cycle all over here in Central Oregon.
And it is certainly a stunning place. It's a great backyard with lots of outdoor recreation, and certainly worth a revisit into the future.
It's be a great place to live too.
Hello to all. We have reached mile 2000 with a mere 652 miles to go.
Yes!
And I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Penny the hiker. Mine is her Osprey EJ pack. So Penny has on a Sunday afternoon hat.
Yes, Gina, I wish it was a Sunday walk in the park sometimes, but it's definitely not that. But the hat is great. My sunglasses are cheap ones. I don't like using a lanyard, and so far I've lost 3 pairs.
So Penny does have on a Columbia SPF 50 shirt.
It is the second shirt. The last one was light blue and became stained. And I am a little OCD about having stains on my clothes. I can put up the dirt, but not stains.
She is wearing a buff.
Which is a PCT buff, Gina. Where did you get them from?
I got them from REI. It was, they have lots of different patterns. And the buff has on it Mexico to Canada with a kind of outline of the trail.
Yes, the PCT is a brand, and there is a lot of clothing and things like badges which have the PCT.
She has on a pair of cool, Kuhl, convertibles.
And yes, I prefer the light coloured because I think that they are less absorbent of the heat. And I have started wearing them as shorts because it is in the 30 degrees Celsius, which is what, Fahrenheit, Gina?
90, 80s to 90, yeah. 90s.
But I do use spray for ticks, and I'm getting through a bottle of repellent every mini hike because of the mosquitoes. And this fit suits an A-frame, no hips, but they are good pants.
So on her feet she has Hokas.
A great shoe for the trail. It took me 4 months to find this. And we actually have the same colour Dirty Girl gaiters because we like the colour. And gingy socks with toes, various thicknesses we have been wearing. And it seems to be working.
And in her hands, and covering her hands,
Oh yes, we've got these sun gloves. This is an REI pair, but we usually use the OR brand. And rather than having an ice axe and an ice hammer, I have 2 black diamond distant carbon lightweight poles. I've gone through 3 tips, I think it is, but these are excellent, especially for going uphill.
and not wearing today, but certainly in her pack is her rain weather gear.
Oh yes, yes, my rain weather gear is significant because it's new technology. It's ultra lightweight, like I think about 150 grams for the pants and 250 for the jacket, and it's made of the new material Vertis. Is that right, Gina?
Vertice.
Vertis. And the thing about the Vertis is it's very light, but of course with lightweight gear comes the lack of durability and the price. For a New Zealander, it is expensive. It was $700 New Zealand for gloves, or mittens rather, pants and jacket.
And they are all manufactured by Z-Packs. Is that correct?
Yes, the people who made your tent. It's great technology, and it's certainly appropriate for the PCT and day hikes in New Zealand, or lightweight hikes in New Zealand that don't go through bush.
Yeah, it's not for rugged conditions, as we have found out.
Yes, so basically this is our daily uniform. We don't have much choice. When we get to town and wash it, we put on our tights, or I put on my over trousers, and into the laundry goes the uniform, and out it comes again, out again, and on it goes.
All set for another day at the office.
We do feel clean afterwards, don't we, Gina?
We do.
After a shower. And Gina especially does not like putting on dirty clothes. I like clean clothes. She doesn't like putting on dirty clothes. So we have our little differences there.
Love it. Just love it.
Okay, 652 miles. Here we come. Gina's waited for me because she's heard a baby rattlesnake. And she's going to run. That's what we do.
Run, Penny, run.
I guess I'm going to have to run. Oh, that's how we deal with snakes.
Rotate it off the trail.
We're going to use this as a fulcrum, cut this, and then
slide it off that.
slide it off this way.
We hope.
We hope.
So do they give you training on what to do?
Yeah, so we're under Forest Service insurance, but
Okay.
we have to follow the rules as a result. So
Right.
I've had to take a training course and become what's known as B level Sawyer certified to be able to lead a saw crew.
All right.
So
Cool.
So,
Do they provide you with the safety equipment and everything that you need, or?
yep, we've got
They
the safety
do.
equipment, and we have a Forest Service radio so that if one of us, makes a mistake and get hurt,
Right.
we can.
The insurance is awesome. I broke my ankle,
How?
and
how did you do
3 years
that?
ago.
Actually, it was about 200 feet that way.
Yeah.
She was just hiking. We were at the end of a day, and she was hiking down, and she slipped and
I
fell.
slipped, and just the way it hit,
Uh-huh.
Right?
it was yeah.
And they covered everything, huh?
They
They did.
did, and I got a Black Hawk ride out.
Oh,
If you
not just any old helicopter, just
you-
a Black
Right.
Hawk.
right, if you go up just a little bit and the trail swings to the left and look back down, you'll see clearing, and that's where they landed the helicopter.
Oh.
I didn't even have to get I was dreading because it was dislocated,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, oh, that basket's gonna hurt.
Oh.
But they didn't even have to.
Oh, wow.
So-
Just landed it.
Yeah, when she fell and broke up, we thought it was going to be her overnight before they could get her out. They had her in the hospital within 2.5 hours.
It was
wow.
amazing.
Yeah.
I was like in surgery the next morning before I thought I would be off trail.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So what part of New Zealand are you from?
South Island.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, we've been there one time back in 2004, I guess it was.
All right.
Had a very enjoyable time.
Yeah, 3 weeks was just a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But you guys are brave coming to the U.S. given how badly we're doing with the pandemic compared to your country.
Well, we're in the
They won't let you back in now.
yeah, we're in the woods. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't have much contact with people, so yeah.
So did you start back in April time frame or
March 15.
March 15th? Okay, yeah.
So how long did it take you to complete the PCT?
6 months to the day.
Wow, well
Yeah,
done.
we were slow.
Yeah.
There was a lot of snow that year, so we did a flip strategy.
Uh-huh.
So we started out down south, but when we got to the Sarah, they were talking about there being 200 straight miles of snow still. So we flipped up to Trail Lake, Washington, hiked all the way back to Kennedy Meadow, took a plane to Portland, and then finished going northbound.
Yeah.
But the flipping back and forth cost us some time, so we probably
Yeah.
lost about 2 weeks of trail time because of that.
least.
Well, so 5.5 months, that's all right.
Oh, that'll be us.
I tried to hike in 2007 and didn't make it. Couldn't finish.
Yeah.
I lost my weather window and
Yeah.
So, how many days are you out here for sawing the
The
logs?
maintenance, we're
just a few days.
2 days, 2.5 days. Yeah, the next 5 miles are my section. We
All right.
divided the trail into sections, and it's on the steward of this section.
Uh-huh.
But they put a lot of restrictions on crews this year. Normally, I would have been up here at the end of June with a group of 6 or 7 people on a weekend, and we would have cleared out at least through the burn area. But this year, we're from the same household, so we don't have the same restrictions. Right now, they're saying you can't even get within 10 feet of another crew member, so it's hard to do a cross-cut saw.
Oh,
Yeah. Especially if you're going
Right.
yeah.
the way
yeah.
I do.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I'm furloughed from work this week. They're making us take 1 week without pay every quarter, because of the coronavirus. And so I said, I think better to do. I'll come out and try and get a little work done at least.
Excellent.
So,
Yeah.
So, what's your saw called that you
Cross-cut.
cross-cut?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you should take a look at it because they're actually amazingly efficient.
I'm sure they have these in New Zealand as well.
I'm sure they do.
But when the first time I saw one, I was like, "Are you serious?" But look at the cut on that log, and that's hard wood.
Yeah.
So it made it.
The rule is that you're not allowed to use mechanized equipment, like chainsaws in the wilderness areas. So
That's
this is
right.
what
Yeah,
we
we
use.
found that out.
So, who are we talking to? What are your names? Sorry,
Oh, I'm Carrie.
Kerry,
And Pete,
Kerry,
Tucker.
and Pete are volunteers.
otherwise known as the sheepdog and shandals.
Sheepdog and Shandles, who are working on the trail to clear some of these logs. So, how old is this burn area approximately that you're trimming the logs in?
When was this firm? I don't remember.
2003.
Because I just met a soil scientist who was telling me that it takes 30,
Yeah.
after 20 years, it's the worst time on the trail. In that 20 to 30 year period, they're all flat. All the logs.
Well, we're afraid to let it go because I guess 2 years ago there were 160 logs down. So good luck, guys.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
last 2 years haven't been so bad. I had 70 2 years ago and 40 last year in this section, so with luck it won't be so bad. But
So, how many people normally on your team in a non-COVID year?
6 or 7. Usually I try and run 2 saw crews with 3 people each.
Okay, so that's for 5 miles that you're working. That's your section.
Yep, I'm the steward for this section.
And what do they call? What did Morris, Curtis, and Sharon call the teams? Charter. Are you part of a charter, or?
Yes, part of what's known as the Mid-Oregon chapter of the Pacific Crest Trail Association. So,
You do a
Well,
great
thank
job.
you very much.
Someone did it for us.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had, if we would have, some areas of the trail are better than others, but when you look at how much was cleared out, particularly in Washington, you go, who does this? And so now we know.
Yeah.
People like you guys.
This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thank you.
Very
Thank you.
thankful.
So, have you guys...
Well, we've finished walking for the day and we've arrived at the Rockpile Lake, and up behind us at around 2,000 metres is Rockpile Mountain. And this is a very idyllic camping spot. We did see one other person at the northern end of the lake. And as I come round, we've got the tent up. As you can see, we normally put our packs down on one side. So obviously I'm on this side of the tent and Gina's on the other. She's got her net on because there are a few bugs and I have sprayed my legs. The bugs aren't that bad, are they, Gina?
They're bad enough.
Bad enough, okay.
But the water is running.
The water's running and we are going to have a Go Native for dinner. I know that Gina's having
Spaghetti bowl.
and I'm having beef casserole because it's my turn to choose. Last time I had the buttered chicken. It's a bit hot without the rice, but so there's our water system. And then we'll put our stuff in the tent, and because it's quite late, Gina will blow my mat up while I start cooking the beans, put out the Go Natives.
Well, then you will owe me one.
Oh, will I?
Yeah.
Some good and plenty lollies.
Something will come up.
Okay. Right, we had an interesting conversation with the 2 volunteers who were clearing the trail with the fallen logs. It's a big job.
Oh, it's a huge job.
So, here's our little Z-Pack tent all set up. It's been washed, as has everything else when you have a day off. Well, it's dinner time.
This is Penny cooking dinner. First night out, there's always something fresh, usually beans.
We don't have any salt though. I did try to procure some. So, I'm having beef casserole. We're having beans. Gina's having a spaghetti bolognese. And there's a mashed potato. But we always start with a cup of tea. So Gina's still doing the water.
Yes. So once I'm done with the water, then I can go and blow up Penny's mat.
Put your feet up is what you say. Put your feet up, you mean?
While I'm blowing up your mat. It's got to be a bonus to blowing up the mat.
Oh yeah. I want to get a new pump like yours. I want an electric pump like Gina.
So this is cooking dinner for the night beside the lake. The bugs aren't too bad, but Penny is covered. And I'm going to hop in the tent so I don't have to worry too much about the bugs and do the inside tent chores.
That's part 2 from camping beside rock piles. I think some of the New Zealand hills could be named that. Haikal.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has so clear a light as any to see the were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a race. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day to today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Today is a good day to live.
Just give it up. I'm not your girl and I never will be. Don't call me up. Don't waste your time, cause I'll be your enemy. If you want love, look somewhere else. Here you'll find nothing. Just give it up. I'm not your girl, cause I only love me. Don't get me wrong. You and I could have fun together when I feel done with having fun on my own. It's better to care for yourself, not rely on somebody else. So don't get me wrong, I'm just riding alone. Just walk away, cause I got no intentions of hanging out with you tonight. Don't look my way. If you want a problem, I'll give you a problem, alright? If you want love, just give it up. You got the wrong girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl, girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl, girl. This is my time. I'm feeling good, rule every party. See how I shine when I'm alone. Nothing can stop me. You should go out, meet someone else, someone who gets you. Don't stick around. I'm pretty wild, I don't do